Hey Aiman, you actually brought this bicycle to the class? It looks kind of big.
Yeah, but it's not an ordinary bicycle. It's my folding bicycle. Watch this. Tada!
Wow, that's so cool. You fold the thing so easily. Yeah, it looks heavy, but you actually fold it so smoothly. How does it work like that?
Honestly, I don't even know. I just fold it.
There's maybe some physics involved in this.
You're right. Let's find out the science behind it.
That is a great idea, Ivan. Now let me explain about what is moment in this unfolding bicycle. So, what is moment? Firstly, moment is when you apply force on a certain object and it will rotate instead of moving in a straight line.
Okay, so here I will talk about the factor that affect the moment. The first factor that affect the moment is force. The bigger the force, the bigger the moment. If you push harder, the bike fall more easily. For example, if you push gently, it may not move. But if you push strongly, the hinge turns quickly. Thus, as you can see, there's a red arrow. When force is increased, the moment will also increase. So let's see the factor number 2. The factor number 2 is distance from the pivot, or we call it as R. The farther you push from the hinge, the easier it is to fall. For example, if the lever is long, you need less force to fold the bike. If it is short, you have to push harder. Thus, when R is increased, the moment will also increase. For the last factor is direction of force. The best direction is when you push perpendicular at 19 degrees to the level as shown as the picture at the right. If you push at an angle, the turning effect becomes smaller. For example, if I push the lever sideways 90 degree, it will fall easily. But if I push it at a slanted angle, it is harder to fall. But do you know what is a slanted angle? Slanted angle means your push is not straight across. The more slanted it is, the weaker the turning effect. Next, I will talk about general equation for moment. So as you can see at the picture at the left, moment formula, there is a 2. First, there is M equal to RF. M is moment, R is distance from the pivot, and F is the force. But we use the first equation when the angle is at 90 degree. The second equation is M is equal to RF sine X. Thus, we use this formula when the angle of the force is greater or less than 90 degree. So for example, I have write the moment for our folding bicycle. The force we apply is 25 Newton and the distance from the pivot is 0.45 meter. Thus, we substitute in the equation M is equal to RF. Thus, we know that our moment for folding bicycle is 11.25 Newton meter.
Now let's look on how the moment of force is produced when folding the bicycle. This part here is called the hinge. It is a pivot point when it is a center of the rotation. When Ayman pushed the side of the bicycle frame, his hands apply a force at a certain distance from the hinge. So, when a force acts at the distance from the pivot, it creates a turning effect that makes the bicycle to rotate.
Based on what Anis just explained, we can conclude that the moment of force are very important in the design of the folding bicycles. So, let's talk about the actual application in the folding bicycle. First, the hinge lock. As we all know, moments are the forces that cause turning or rotation. Therefore, the hinge lock on the folding bicycle must resist the turning moment that the rider's weight and the bumpy road created to try to fold the bike unevenly. So that's why engineers use the moment equation to design a lock that is strong enough to create a huge resistance in the moment. This makes sure the bike stays rigid and does not collapse while you are riding, making the structure safe. Next, stability. For an object to be in equilibrium, the turning moments trying to rotate in one way must be equal to the turning moments that try and rotate in the opposite way. Therefore, designers place the seat, handlebars, and rider's weight carefully to maintain a low and center of gravity. This ensures the moment trying to tip the bike over quickly counter and balance, keeping the bicycle stable and upright.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم هو الذي خلق لكم ما في الأرض جميعا ثم استوى إلى السماء فسواهن 7 سماوات وهو بكل شيء عليم. It is He Allah who created for you all that is on the earth. Then He directed Himself to the heaven and fashioned them into 7 heavens. And He is all knowing everything. Surah Al-Baqarah verse 29. In this verse, it describes that Allah created the universe with precision, balance, and perfect order, similar to the concept of moment in physics, which ensure the stability of a system.